Conversations with Banke is brought to you by Whispering Angels. Whispering Angels is today's reference for Provence Rosé. It is certainly my choice and it can be yours too. Hi Eku Tribe and welcome to Conversations with Banke. Here I interview my muses, the most incredible people who not just inspire me, but they inspire the community. And I'm so honored to have my first guest here with me. And not only is she a model, she's a fashionista, she's a beautiful girl, she's a film producer, but she's also one of my best friends, Eku Edewor. I'm so happy to have you with me.
Thanks for having me, B.
We have such a great journey together.
I swear, it's been
how many years since we were 13?
Since we're 13, since boarding school.
Yeah, thank you so much for being part of my journey, and thank you so much for being part of the Eku Tribe.
Well, thank you for living up to your dreams and actually following through, because I think one thing about community is that people drive you to succeed. So you see your friends doing well, it makes you like, wow, my friend's doing well, I'm gonna keep going.
Yes, exactly.
Dreams are valid. So it's nice to have a community that you can bounce off. And like I said, like it's amazing that what you wanted to do, you're doing.
Yes, and you too.
Yes, exactly.
And more. And it's been amazing to see you grow into this amazing, multi-talented woman.
Well, thank you.
And representing all of us female entrepreneurs.
Thank you.
All over the world. And you're making me proud.
Thanks, B. You're making me proud too.
So I want to ask you today, so you're known as a fashionista. Everybody knows Eku Edewor and her style and her fashion sense. Mm-hmm. So, tell me a little bit about your inspiration behind your fashion.
To be honest, I think that my fashion journey started with my mom. I think that a lot of our fashion journey started with our mom. And my mom has always dressed very high fashion, very sartorial, very expressive, very individual. Mm-hmm. She's never been a trend follower.
Yeah.
She's always someone that sort of said that, classic and you update with trendy pieces.
Yes.
If you want to be young and you update with trendy pieces, but you always keep the classics. Nothing can ever beat the classics. My stepdad was a real fashionista as well.
Of course he was, Uncle Peter.
Yeah, he was a real fashionista as well. He had really amazing style. He was, Savile Row, but also followed like top designers as well. So it's interesting. I've always observed personal style from, very distinct personal style. And I think that informed how I wanted to dress. Even my dad too has his own unique style.
He does.
He's
I would say your dad is quite English eccentric.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, and I think that all those elements, seeing people have such individual style really informed the way that I dress. Like I've never ever really been trendy. Uh-huh. Obviously we used to be in Topshop all the time.
So Georgie and I, or Eku and I, we were those kids that we would be like, oh my God, I really love those jeans. I will buy those jeans, and we would drink Gary for the rest of the month.
We would.
That was us. Us.
We wouldn't do anything social. We wouldn't go out. We wouldn't spend our money. We wouldn't, when people going to the pub, we wouldn't go to the pub.
Yes.
We were determined to buy our next look.
Yes.
And then we wear that look and we walk down the street. And for who? Other than for ourselves.
We'd go to the village shop in the outfit.
Yes.
And that was it.
We'd spend our £10 on pasta. So the love of fashion has always been there.
It has.
And it was interesting when I first moved back to Nigeria. I feel like that's what actually got me noticed before the TV stuff.
Because I remember when you came back to Nigeria, you were literally like 9 front covers.
Yes.
Do you remember then?
People said that I was paying This Day Style to feature me because I was always in the pull-out style magazine for the outfits. And I remember the first major sort of style moment I had was what I wore to Bella Denuga's wedding. I made this dress. I made this red ruffled dress, and I remember it stuck in everybody's mind. It was in the style page, but that was sort of like my big style moment. I thought when I first moved back, and after that, if I was out, people were taking pictures. So I would say, I've always been a Vogue girl, same as you. I watched Elsa Clench CNN as a kid. I don't know, in our lives.
Would you say fashion is just inbuilt in you and it's just part of you?
Yes.
It's nothing that you have to work hard. It's natural.
It is. I feel like it has always been very important in my family's lives as well, now that I think about it. And I remember as a child, the geography teacher tried to like shame me one time because she asked us to do a cutout of like places we've been from magazines or like places we want to go. It was like a geography exercise. And And I something like that. And I remember I said to her, oh, we already have fashion magazines in our house. We don't have, which is not true. But I remember my mom being like, well, to support me, being like, yes, of course. Like, boo, we have because when we were younger, it was trivial. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, it's our careers in a way. Yeah. So I do think that fashion and the way you look is very important, not on a superficial level, but on how you feel, how you present yourself in the world, the impact that you make in the world, of course. Culturally, politically.
How you look is the first impression that you give.
Yeah, but even everything, it says so much. It's not superficial to me. It actually says a lot about the person.
I mean, my world is fashion, so it's definitely not superficial to me either. So I can completely relate to you. But you apart from a fashion girl, you have been, what I love about your journey, and I'm all about support, like give credit where credit is due. I've seen you grow from being a model to an actress. Now you're behind the camera, and what I love about you is I love the way you're able to adapt to these new roles, and it's such like a natural journey for you. Can you tell us about your, of course, breath of life, and what has inspired you to now step back behind the camera?
So I think a bit like you, when you're creative, you kind of want to be involved through the entire process.
Yeah.
And I think when you're an actor, that the process is yourself, right? So you can't control what the final outcome is. And I was getting very frustrated with, being involved in productions that maybe didn't come out how I thought they should be in my head, because obviously everybody's impression of something is different. I would read these scripts and I would dream up a film, and all these films are Academy Award-winning films, right, in my head, and then I would take part in them, and it could have been better. It could have been better. And better to who, right? Better to me, not to anybody else. So when Bibi Shashere, who directed Breath of Life, and obviously they're the exec producers as well, started making commercials, we kind of met on our first commercial, and then I started producing all their content. And we, as a collective sort of like film tribe in our own way, a little collaborative circle, we were informing the type of content we wanted to make. And when it now came to make a feature, we all came together and said, we're going to make the best film.
And it has great reviews. It's really well done.
Thank you. We wanted to make the best film that we could. So in terms of the visuals, the cinematography, technical, the acting, the performance, we wanted to try and make a complete piece of artwork from every element. And that's what excited me. I mean, obviously I still love acting, and I still love all the other journeys I've been on. And sometimes occasionally I do model as well. But I think the satisfaction of being able to conceptualize something and execute it, I think that is very rewarding. It's stressful, but I think that's where you feel that gratification. And it's also great to make a project with other creatives as well.
Yeah, because I guess, exactly, because they inspire you, and it's always great to exchange ideas. I'm definitely I'm all for collaboration, and kind of letting someone inspire me. I get that. And also sometimes when you have two different ideas coming together, it can really make something so magical.
Yes. And also you realize that people, everybody has different, like you said, outlooks on things, and people are deeply creative, and sometimes you're the vessel, right, for somebody else's talent to grow.
Exactly.
And I think that's what I've enjoyed as well, because I do find that sometimes people can, I think here there's a lack of trust, so you can really gatekeep. You can find yourself gatekeeping and not wanting to. But what I love about filmmaking is making films with my friends. So I'd be able to share that experience.
That's amazing. And so you've had this incredible journey. What have you struggled with? Tell me.
What have I struggled with? Validation.
Really?
Like a lot of people think that and I've only come to this discovery really like in this, and I don't know whether it's because I'm getting closer to like my next major age. I do think that I've really struggled with being able to sort of pat my own self on the back, and actually, I found that I was always looking for validation for people that I thought were maybe more talented than myself, or people that were in positions like gatekeepers, gatekeepers that for some reason, I always felt I needed to be validated by other people in order.
But that's understandable.
Yeah, in order to have this stamp of credibility.
Yeah.
And until I realized, you look back at your breadth of work, your work,
portfolio of work.
You look at and you look at the hours and the time, and you look at how everything you've ever done, you've worked your butt off.
Yeah.
And you've achieved.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And your product has been exceptional. And I can say that my product has been exceptional. Mm-hmm. Like I've put out exceptional work, and then at some point you have to be like, the validation is not external; it's internal.
Yeah.
Like the external world is really just the external world. Mm-hmm. Where the journey of yourself, it's from you.
Yeah.
Your internal world is what informs
I think
you.
we're feeling this way because I think like also in many industries, like there's always like a process everybody goes through.
Yeah.
But once you start making your own road for yourself, suddenly you start to feel like, oh my God, well, I'm doing something so different. And because you're not following everybody else's steps, then that can feel like maybe you're not doing something right, even though you're doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
Do you think that might be it?
I think that definitely plays a part into it. And I think there's also a part where, I don't know, I think when people think that things come easy to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when people think that things come easy to you, that it's not hard work and it's not a journey and it's not hard. Or if the work is too hard, you get comments like, oh, is Eku really a producer? Like, does she really go on set and work?
Well, we need to see more. We need to see more behind the scenes.
You do, yeah. Like,
yes.
Look, when you're working behind the scenes, the last thing you think about is shooting behind the scenes.
I know. You need someone to. I need to see more.
You need someone to document.
Yes. Yeah. On your Instagram page, I want to see more of that.
Yeah, I will. I will share.
I want to see, like, you direct
with the headphones.
Yes, exactly. I want to see that
and the radio.
Raw content. I know you do it. I know exactly what you go through, and you just shared with me how busy you've been. You feel like you've lost weight and everything.
Yeah.
And I just want to show you some love. You're doing such a great job.
Thank you.
And I'm so proud of you as a sister.
Thanks.
And as an Eku fan. So a couple more questions, and then we're going to wrap it up. Outside of being Eku Edewor, I want to know you more as Georgie.
Yes.
So tell me what Georgie loves.
What do I love? To be honest, if I say I love films, it's like, because...
Well, no, it's okay.
Yes,
you can say that.
Yeah, I love films, and I forgot how much I love films, making films. Because when you're in the process, you stop watching. But, the other day I watched, I started watching the Best Picture Oscar films, and I like to watch what the best of...
Yeah.
What the best the world has to offer every year, or at least what the best the Academy Award says that the world has to offer every year. And I'm like, yes, I really love films. I love them a lot. I also love being a mom.
Yeah, of course.
I think that sometimes as well, in the busyness of life, you forget that it's actually such an amazing thing to see a human being develop.
And I think what's amazing about seeing you be a mom is that your daughter can see you working hard, and she can see you growing as well. It's almost like two of you are growing together. But I love that. I love that you can inspire her to kind of be the woman that she's going to be. That's an amazing thing.
And it's nice, to be honest, that, you never think about all these things. And then sometimes when you think about those things, you even get more anxious. Oh my God,
she's watching you. She absorbs everything.
Yes. You're like, oh my God, when you think about it on such a big scale, like, I should be a better person.
No, you're an amazing mom. Georgie is an amazing mom, and her daughter is absolutely stunning. And I saw you at the fun day last week, and this definitely was not Eku Edewor. This was my friend Georgie. And I'm so proud of the mother you are as well.
Thank you.
And so, is there anything you want to share with us? Anything you're working on?
Oh, okay. So yes, I'm going to be working. I just wrapped a film. I worked on a Greer Projects film, so look forward to that. I'm going to be developing my own film.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm going to do my own film, my own concept, my own team.
Amazing.
And putting that whole team together, and it's going to be sort of my first sort of Get Real Productions.
It's amazing.
My second Get Real Productions, I just did a Get Real Productions partnership with Inkblot as well.
And Get Real is
my production company.
Okay.
Which is Georgina Edewor.
Of course, I know. Yes. I wanted them to know.
Yeah. And I just did my first Get Real partnership productions with Inkblot, which is a football rom-com that should be coming out.
Amazing.
Second quarter, and then so I have films.
There's a lot coming. There's a lot coming from you.
There is, and I'm acting as well, guys. So like for all the people that always say, "Oh my God, I want to see you acting more." I'm gonna be acting in a project next month. I don't know when that's coming out, but there's just lots in the pipeline.
I love that for you. I really love that for you. I love that you're living your truth, your dream, and I love that you are getting the recognition that you deserve.
Thank you.
And I love that you're feeling validated by yourself.
Yes. I'm happy that I went into this space. Yeah.
So here is to more,
more
and more of everything.
Abundance, manifestation of abundance.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me today,
Thanks,
Georgie. And I can't wait to see you fly so more.
Yeah, well, you can thank me back at Cookie Pieces.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the conversation I had with Eku Edewor. I can't wait to see you on the next episode. And don't forget, if you have anyone you want me to have a conversation with, message in the comment below. Have a great day.